This video will give you a quick overview of the steps involved in creating and maintaining an employee data file for reporting 1095B and 1095C information to the IRS and the employee. ACA 1095 reporting is distributed in two different versions to meet the varying needs of our users. The single client version permits you to enter and maintain data for a single company's employees and dependents, while the multi-client version permits you to enter and maintain data for an unlimited number of companies' employees and dependents. The following information pertains to both the single and the multi-client versions. Other than the differences between the single client multi-client versions mentioned previously, the same procedures are followed to configure, enter data, and generate reports in both the single and multi-client versions of ACA 1095 reporting. When configuring ACA 1095 reporting for the first time, the company information should first be entered. This can also be done anytime after the program starts or when creating a new company file if using the multi-client version. To enter company data, go to the client information screen and enter the pertinent information that identifies your company and the type of report you need to submit. The client information screen contains several sections. The general section is where you enter the identification information for the company. The employee default section is used to select the ACA information return that you will be filing and the default values that will be used when entering employees. There is a 1095C designated government entity section and ALE members section where additional information is entered if you fall into the classifications of a large employer. The 1095B issuer coverage provider section is used to enter information regarding the company providing the coverage for your employees. Once company data is entered, you can enter employee and dependent data. To enter employee data, there are two choices. It can be entered manually using the employee's data entry screen, or it can be imported using the import data option found under the file menu. If the employee data is available from other sources, such as a payroll program or insurance broker, importing the data can be faster than entering it manually. To enter the employee data manually, select the employee screen from the home screen toolbar. The employee screen consists of four parts. The first is the employee listing, which appears on the left side of the screen. The second is the employee details, which is displayed on the top right side of the screen when you select an employee in the listing, and consists of the general information of that employee, name, address, social security number, and so forth. The third part consists of offer and coverage information for the employee, and the fourth part displays information regarding the individuals covered under the employee. The employee is listed first, followed by any dependents covered as part of the employer plan. There are a number of conveniences built into the employee screen that you can take advantage of when entering employee and coverage information or when printing reports. These options are available whenever you highlight more than one employee in the employee listing. This gives you the ability to edit or print a group of employees at once. You can also create an unlimited number of default entries that apply to groups of employees. Using defaults speeds up the data entry process, simplifies entering employee information, and ensures consistency of data entered for similar employees. To begin entering employees, just click the Add button. Once the employee information is entered and saved, the employee data can be edited then at any time. To import employee data from a spreadsheet, select the Import Data option from the File menu. There are several choices when importing data into ACA 1095 reporting. First, you can choose one of the two templates provided by ProWare for the 1095B and 1095C. These spreadsheets have specific layouts that the program imports automatically without mapping the columns or fields beforehand. These spreadsheets also contain columns for employees and dependents. To import the employee data from any other spreadsheet, choose the Employee Information Import. This option has a Map Fields button that allows you to select the columns in your spreadsheet that match the data for the program's data file. There are several required columns, but the rest are optional and can also be filled in at a later time. Once the fields are mapped, just click the Import button and select the spreadsheet file to complete the import. Dependent data can also be imported in much the same manner as long as the rows are linked to an existing employee by the Employee ID field. To preview or print the IRS Form 1095 or any other report, click the Reports icon. This displays the list of reports available to print. Select the 1095C, for example, and then click the Configure Settings button to configure the form settings. You can choose which copy of the form to print and then click the Preview button to view a copy of the form on the screen in your default PDF viewer. After the forms have been properly filed with the IRS and copies provided to the employees, the file can be reset for the next reporting tax year. Employees that are marked as terminated because they are no longer receiving coverage are removed from the file and placed in the terminated employees file. New employees can then be added or edited to reflect the following year's coverage if it's different. In conclusion, this video provided you an overview of the ACA 1095 reporting program. There are additional resources that you may find useful located in the Help menu, including a PDF version of the program's help documentation, links to IRS publications and instructions, and how-to documents that provide in-depth instructions for many other options in the program. This concludes the video for the ACA 1095 overview.